If you're a mom stretching one paycheck to cover 4 kids, gas, grocery, and a bill that's due before the next check even hits, I need you to stop scrolling and give me your next 10 minutes of undivided attention because I'm about to tell you about a business that requires little money, no degree, and no experience. And I'm going to tell you about a girl named Jackie, how this particular business changed everything for her. Trust me, this is not a get rich quick scheme. I'm going to be honest with you about what it costs, what it takes, and why this business is different from any other 20 side hustles that you have heard of while you've been searching online. So let's get into it. Let me tell you about Jackie. Jackie was actually one of my students, and I have to tell you her story before anything else. She was 29 at the time that I met her. She had 4 kids. Her oldest child was 9. Her youngest was 2. And she was 5 months pregnant with baby number 5. Yes, 5 kids. She was working a job paying $11.50 an hour as an assistant living assistant, and she was getting between 20 to 32 hours per week. So this was before she even knew about the whole tax situation. She was telling me that she was talking to her sister. Her rent was due. She was becoming very overwhelmed, being the fact that she was already pregnant. Rent was due. She was complaining about daycare expenses, gas, just going back and forth to her job because she was having to drive to her patients' homes. And listen, she wasn't lazy. By all means, she had the ambition. But the situation she was in had her stuck. Like, she just couldn't get ahead financially. So just stay with me because her story doesn't just end when she was telling me about the phone call with her sister. So Jackie told me that she had sold clothes online. She was doing hair from her home. She wanted to get licensed, but of course she didn't want to go to cosmetology school to get licensed. So then I think her cousin told her about Primerica. She thought about getting into it, but after she realized she was going to have to take an exam, and then still being pregnant, she didn't want to take the exam, and the whole licensing thing just went out the window. So you have to think about Jackie's situation. At this time, she's pregnant. She's just looking for a way to make money without having to have all these extra credentials and pretty much getting a degree or certification. So that's the part that I really want to stress to you. The job that I'm about to, not the job, the business that I'm about to tell you about, it doesn't require a degree or anything. So the thing about when people bring these different business opportunities to us, sometimes it doesn't fit the situation that we're in, or it doesn't fit what we really want for our life. She needed something that she could probably do, when the kids went to bed, or on the day that she was off while the kids were at school or while they were at daycare. Now, this was her story before she met me. I had started running ads on Facebook and doing my tax trainings once per month. So she saw one of my tax ads. She signed up for the class. During the class, we do role play exercises. She worked through practice returns, and she actually liked it. So she almost talked herself out of it more than once. In her head, I think she was talking about, I'm not a numbers person. I don't have a degree. And I do want to be honest with you. It does take practice to feel confident with this. Nobody walks in and files the perfect return from day one. But more than practice, it really takes a mindset shift. Nobody talks about that. So sometimes in life, we do have to get a little bit uncomfortable with our situation in order to elevate. When I first started doing these YouTube videos, you probably can look back through my videos and see that I was younger, and sometimes I was more smaller on some of my videos because I started 4 years ago. I have been through ups and downs, trials and errors with these training videos and all of that. But the thing is, I got uncomfortable, and then I soon kind of perfected my craft of speaking on camera and talking to everybody. But let me stop getting off topic and get back to the story. Here's what Jackie actually found out, and this is what I want you to hear. You don't need an accounting degree to become a tax preparer. You don't need years of experience, and you don't need to sit for some big licensing exam to feel like you need to have the opportunity to become a tax preparer. All you need to start is experience, practice, and your PTN number. Your PTN number is about $18 to $21. Sometimes it changes from year to year, but that's all you need to get started. Tax preparation is one of the very few businesses where the barrier to entry is so low. That's probably why y'all are seeing so many different tax videos, tax offices, tax teams. So the demand never dies because everyone has to file taxes every year. So if you just continue to practice, build your confidence, you can become a tax preparer, and you can build out your home-based business by bookkeeping when tax season is over with. Now, I do want to be honest with you because I don't do the paint a whole fake picture thing. Every business has some type of necessary investment in order to get started. Even with this one, you need software to file your returns. You need your PTN, which is about $20, depending on whether you are approved or not. You might want to get a professional phone number. That's with Google if you want to do a website, but none of that is free. Nothing worth building ever is. But here's the difference. Instead of needing tens of thousands of dollars to start a storefront or purchase inventory or franchising fee or having to pay for a licensing exam, you actually are looking at a very small fraction to get started. And you can start right from home. Teach all my students to start is from home. I've spent years training people how to do exactly this because that's where I started. I watched Jackie go from doubting herself to, while she was pregnant, to working full-time, being tired, but still trying to get her clients, to now she's actually still running her tax prep office from home. She's continuing to learn how to be more confident as a tax preparer, and she started filing clients' tax returns. This isn't a story from someone else's dream. This is an actual person that I have trained myself, that I have become well acquainted with, and I watch her go from living paycheck to paycheck to now being confident and running her own home-based business. And Jackie is not the only one. I've watched countless of other moms and women start with the bare minimum of what they had, which was a laptop, and starting from home. And I watched them turn their skill into an actual business. So if you are like Jackie and you're watching this, or if you're like any other of my other students and you're feeling overwhelmed, or you feel like the opportunities are not lining up, here is what I want you to do. Tax preparation gives you a real path. You get trained the right way. You don't need a degree, but you actually do need to understand what you're doing so that you can serve your clients well. And that's something that will roll over year after year after year. You treat your clients right, I promise they will come back to you. And then you can start taking clients from home. There's no storefront. There's no big upfront fee. You build your business year after year, season after season. Your clients come back to you year after year. This is exactly what my Elite Tax Academy does. I walk you through step-by-step process the same way I walk Jackie through it and the other ladies through it. You don't have to figure it all out alone. Together, we can make this happen. I'll show you exactly what you need to study, what you need to invest in, and how to land your first client with confidence. If you've been looking for a business that you can actually start from home, a real roadmap to success, then I suggest that you click the link below to get started. And if you want to take further action, I actually have a PTN starter kit where you will learn exactly what your PTN is, how to apply for your PTN, how to get approved for your PTN, and how to actually start working your way to becoming a successful tax preparer. You just need to take that first step. But before you go, hit the subscribe button so you don't miss the next video, because I'm going to keep sharing exactly how all of this works step by step, and I'll see you in the next video.